Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Alex Dworkin and I'm a managing partner at 4D Capital. Today is July 15th, 2025, and we're going to be looking at one of our fast movers that we just discovered a couple of days ago, popped up based on our analytical approach in our software. So we specialize in a very unique mathematical approach to the stock market where we calculate the market and individual stocks in three-dimensional space, as well as use various timing parameters in order to ascertain not only what the stock is going to do in price, but also what it is going to do in time. And that allows us to project very accurately in both price and time what individual stocks, once again, and the stock market will do going forward. I personally believe our work is nearly identical to what Jim Simmons was able to accomplish at Renaissance Technologies, if you're familiar with Jim. So as I mentioned, we're going to be looking at yet another fast mover that we've discovered over the last couple of days. And if you're not familiar with that particular concept, let me explain by looking at this particular chart of oil. This is a long-term chart for crude light. And basically what we've discovered in our research and analysis is that typically when there's a very short period of time between a major cycle top, as we see here, and a major cycle bottom, or vice versa, the major point I want to make here that when there's a very limited time, let's say 12 months or less between those 2 points, typically what happens is there's a very powerful move between those points, either to the downside, or as we can see here, this is mid-cycle bottom and mid-cycle top, to the upside here. So this is just a perfect illustration of what I'm trying to explain here. And the reason behind that, well, I'll talk about some of the cycle composites here, but I think that pretty much covers it. I know I covered this particular topic a number of times before, so if you have any questions about it, please send me an email. I'll try to respond to it. So let's get rid of this, and this is our upcoming fast mover, which is Dayforce. Let me get somebody's texting me. So Dayforce, and basically what you're seeing here on the bottom and the top is our cycle composites. And I speak about it often, but we have a lot of new viewers, so I'm just going to very quickly review it. So what we found in our research is that there are cycle composites, and they're both up and down, very similar to the Hurst cycles. And the bottom composites are responsible for bottoms, major bottoms, minor bottoms, daily bottoms, and the upper ones are responsible for the tops. You know, in this particular situation, in this particular case, the chart we're looking at is a long-term chart. So what makes matter a little bit more complicated is that there are typically multiple composites running for both up and down, but if you put them together properly, you can get something very close to what we see on the actual two-dimensional time and price chart. Now, so this is one of our primary timing parameters. The other timing parameter you see here are cycle clusters, we call them. And basically also what we found over the years of research is that important turning points, or not so important short-term turning points, typically occur when there are multiple cycles arrive together. So our software has the ability to scan back the chart and identify our proprietary cycles that we use, where they are, how successful they've been in the past, and then project them in the future if they work. And what we found is that when those cycles arrive close together at any given location, for example, here we see at the upper hand corner we have 8 cycles arriving around July 15th, which is a powerful, very powerful indication that we are approaching a very important time turning point. And as you can see here on cycle composites, we have also July 5th as a major cycle composite bottom, mid-cycle bottom we call it. Now, a word of advice, there are typically a certain margin of error associated with these bottoms. In this particular case, looks like it's probably at least plus or minus 2 months, but the cycle clusters offer us a much better resolution on when the actual date's going to happen. And at times it's so clear that we can call it to the day, and sometimes even to the hour, and sometimes to within a few minutes resolution. If everything lines up, long-term work, short-term work, we can often make those predictions. So the bottom line here is that we have a major cycle bottom here. As you can see, the stock is trending into a low. It also suggests that this wasn't a bottom yet and will break below this bottom. And once this bottom is put in place, then the stock is expected to increase into this particular top says September 7th bottom. So as you can see, there's a very short period of time between this particular bottom and this particular bottom, let's say 2 months. But so this is computer generated, but when we looked at it closely, it is more like October, November of 2025 where we project the top. Actually, it can extend a little bit more if the price variable isn't reached at that point in time. But the bottom line, the point being, is that once the stock bottoms here, there's a very short period of time between this bottom and this major top, which indicates that once the bottom is put in place, the stock's going to move quite quickly in the opposite direction. So the question becomes, well, how far, or where's the bottom in terms of price, and how far is it going to go? And let me answer this question very quickly. I'm not going to extend this video today too much, but basically these are the three-dimensional calculations that our system generates. And as you can see, there are two primary points of interest. One is right here at $49, let's say $49.50 plus or minus $1. A very clean and clear potential bottom point for this particular stock. And then the secondary one is located at $43 plus or minus $3. So this is secondary. If this one, if the market breaks below this particular point, then we can go to this much lower point. Okay, so that's the bottom. That's the way our software works. That's how we can identify the bottoms that clear, and then subsequently we can increase it well into the. I'm sorry. We can increase the location. Not the location. We can project from these points where the next move is going to be. And I don't have it here on the chart, but I believe the next move higher is going to be into approximately $150 a share. So as you can imagine, from $50 to $150 a share within a relatively short period of time, particularly if all of this checks out, is a very good move that you can use options on and make quite a bit of money. So yeah, it's very interesting. I'm not implying we're going to play this particular stock, but this is yet another indicator of how powerful our work can be and how well it projects both time and price, and in order to ascertain exactly where those turning points are. Now, I did add it into our services fast mover list earlier today. If you would like to ascertain exact time and price variables associated with this projected bottom, and then get a more exact targeting on how far this stock is going to run higher and by the exact date, I do encourage you to sign up for our free trial. We have a 30-day free trial, no strings attached, no credit cards, nothing. All you have to do is let us know that you want one, and you'll essentially get one. And yeah, you can check out this stock and many others, and we can go from there. So that's it for today. We'll be back with another stock tomorrow. It's going to be a review of one of our weekly stocks, and probably on Thursday we'll take a look at a video that I recently did on BBVI that was just triggered a couple of weeks ago. There was a perfect hit at the bottom, very similar situation to what we're seeing here, and we can explore that one and see how we did. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for your time. Have a wonderful day ahead, and we'll be back with another analysis tomorrow. And don't forget to subscribe, because we'll be doing daily videos going forward. Thank you. Bye-bye.